Yes.
I love it. I love it. You feel it. I like literally. I just because I live walking distance from the federal, so every time I walk past it, I'm kind of just like,
Oh, memories. Yeah.
top floor. But again, I'm glad that you and let's say, well, it's gonna happen again. But if things, like continue to stay that way, at least we have those, and we can keep them near and dear to our hearts. Because
Yeah.
it's things like that in this industry, you can think about the pros. Like, yeah, those nights I got groped and choked and all that shit, they got me fucked up. But those nights I had with my girls and my bitches, and we made money and it was fun. Those are the times I really won't forget. You know what I'm saying? And that brings
Totally.
a smile and joy. So I think
Yeah.
once this is over and said and done, I want to do more, like have events like that where we're super excited, super happy. And of course, with these new initiatives that
Mhm.
you're putting up, putting me on game too, like what's going on in Nevada, what's going on with these laws, now developing just everybody's home, developing a new group, a new team, and just build it, because everybody's going to be home. And then once we're all out, we're like, wasn't I talking to you in New York? Weren't you trying to sign that petition? Yes, that was
Yeah.
me. Now come home. Now come home.
I love it. Yes, I love your vision. It's
It's
like
going to
it's
happen.
so positive, which we really need. Yeah.
Yes,
So
because
thank
we've been
you.
through so much. We've been through
I know.
so much,
I know.
like
Enough is
we
enough.
we put our lives on the line in these clubs
I
working.
know.
So I'm like, we can get through this. I'm like, we're just
Yeah.
gonna have to adapt, be smarter, and come together, like you said, as a community. We
Yeah.
have to unite.
So quick question before we move
I
on.
love
Where are you stripping like for your own where you have your own clients and your own audience? Because you're not stripping
So
with us with the girls, unfortunately. So
you know what? I actually make more money at straight strip clubs. So
yeah,
funny thing is, I've danced at Crazy Girls, I've danced at Pacers, I've danced at Cheetahs, I've
nice.
danced at Deja Vu. I get booked as a special feature or an
Sure.
entertainer or a host. The reason being is because I bring so much light to these girls that they in
Mhm.
return pay it forward. So usually
Mhm.
I get booked. The managers love me because the girls love me. The
That's
straight guys in the
amazing.
club,
You're
they're
going
like, yeah,
into
he's a
all
pole
female strip
master.
clubs and dancing
Yes,
as a male in all female strip clubs. That is
yes.
like revolutionary. That's
Yes.
not like a common thing. I love
Yeah,
that.
and they love it, and
And
they
are the men
absolutely love
tipping
it.
you too?
Yes. They actually
Amazing.
I have videos and footage where guys are throwing hundreds of $1,000s on me. The reason being
Get out of
is,
here.
like I said, I take care of the girls and I build them up. So in return, they're like, this is the one who teaches me, like, it's him. They get excited.
Oh,
And
that is beautiful.
yeah, and also too, like I am gay, right? But I'm not super flamboyant. So sometimes they're like, "Oh, he seems like the homie. He's cool. Like he wasn't trying to be a female. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I'm
Right.
not trying to step into your environment and take away from you. I'm not trying to, put the
Right.
hair on the outfit on and try to be like you. I want to be me, so that way it inspires you to be a better you.
Yeah,
Because you know what I'm saying. So
totally.
I now we do have clubs in West Hollywood. It's just kind of hard for me to make money in West Hollywood. I'm not necessarily the type. They're looking for cis white male, the buff white dude, or the offbeat dancer, the hot Latin jock. So sometimes
Totally.
I get taken a step back. I mean, I still used to work at Blow, which was Penthouse Hollywood, which is across from the Abbey,
Okay.
but they're tearing that whole block down from the
Oh.
Hamburger Haven all the way down. They're tearing Boston Nova down. They're tearing
Oh,
everything down to build a new hotel.
they're
Everything,
taking
it's all
Bossa
block.
Nova
It's all,
down.
they're tearing all of that down.
Okay.
So
Bossa Nova's the
they're
best
building a new,
Brazilian food in
woo,
LA. The best
baby.
Brazilian food. But they have more than one location, so they're not tearing down
Yes,
the mid
those are the
Hollywood.
one
I'm
off
okay.
of Sunset by Crazy Girls. Goes to
I'm
the one off
okay.
Sunset across from Seventh Vale. But
Okay,
long
got
story
it.
short, I danced at Blow, and I've danced at a couple places in West Hollywood. But again, it's just hard for me because some of these places do not have poles.
Yeah.
There's no VIPs. There's no interaction. You just get on a box and you
That's not
dance
fun.
for $60 and hope you get tipped.
No.
The last place I danced at was in Atlanta.
Mhm.
Before everything shut down for my birthday. I fucking loved it, girl. I
Yeah?
fucking loved it
Yeah?
because the customers knew. They just knew it's culture, right? Atlanta has strip culture.
Totally.
So There was no ATM in the fucking club, and I still cleared 500. Like
Yeah.
people were like, "Can I get more money?" But they knew what time it was. But the dynamic was the dancers were awesome. They were all black males, which is, for me, all I had was Josiah and
Yeah.
twirls.
Yeah.
And those are my babies. But to be in an environment with just beautiful black males and just being appreciated, and I love all skin tones. Don't get me wrong, but just to be, how the stigma is in strip clubs. It's so hard for me to get hired places, or I'm just not
Yeah.
what they want. But to be in an environment like that and be paid, and they loved it. They loved our energy. That's what a strip club should be like. Just good energy, good vibes, in a place where you can profit and everybody's happy. So
Yeah.
it's harder for males because it can get really seedy too. Like you can go to gay clubs and they're sucking dick for $10. There's a
Mm.
club that out here is called BFD, Big
Never
Fat
heard
Dick,
of it.
and it's on Thursdays. It's on Thursdays, and you
Okay.
can go in there. The dancers are on boxes, and they have their dicks out, and you can suck it for $1. You can put $1 in their underwear.
No.
They're sucking dick. Yes. So
No.
So then,
No.
and then again, and what I do is I'll go in there sometimes and I'll show them appreciation based upon their dancing alone. And I'll tip and I'll be like, I do more. Like I'm a pole dancer. Like I, it's seeing that as a male. I'm like, damn,
That's just too
fuck, I can't
low.
save everybody. So
Yeah.
it's a lot. So
That's
that's
a
kind of like what
lot.
it is in the gay community. You're either at a good establishment or you're at a really seedy, because you know how guys are. So just imagine two
Yeah.
guys. You already know how men are. So just imagine two males. They're both like, what's
Yeah,
up?
I know
What's
how
up?
men
I
are.
got a dick.
I
Yeah.
know how
So
men
just
are.
imagine two guys, all guys, a room full of dicks. Just imagine a room full of dicks and alcohol and cocaine. Motherfuckers don't know how to act. They don't. They don't.
Oh my God, you're too much. I love this. Thank you. Holy shit. All right.
Want to be fabulous just like these strippers? Pay attention. It's stripper tips.
So, what is your stripper tip?
So my stripper tip for currently to this day is to always be able to adapt to your situation. Um, Now currently, like I said, we're not in clubs right now, right? We're not necessarily working, but how does a smart stripper adapt? She's made sure she has her clients' phone numbers. She's able to communicate with them. She's able to you can still be a stripper from home. You know what I'm saying? Put your heels on, put your outfit on, sell the dream. You can always adapt. Just make sure you stay on top of the ball. Also, take care of your mental health. I think that's important too. I
Yeah.
know, like especially with the times now, you have to really just meditate and manifest on what you want and speak onto the things that you need, even if your current situation isn't where you want it to be. I feel like we've all struggled in this industry,
Yeah.
but you have to understand we have all struggled in this industry, so we
Right.
have to focus on doing better and being better. And I
Yeah.
think, like I said, the last one too is also when it comes to
Yeah.
entertaining doesn't mean you're doing 3,000 backflips from the ceiling. Okay. You can
Right.
entertain by your conversation. You can entertain by just like little quirky things that you can do. You can talk about fun things. Like entertainment doesn't have to be rolling around on the floor doing the 1,000 ways to die. And I'm telling you this as somebody who teaches,
Yeah.
women and men alike how to do this. But you can entertain somebody by getting to know them and just finding out what works for them. And again, don't
Yeah.
necessarily be
Totally.
too stressed. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think some people forget about that their hidden talents or the communication skills, or even if you suck at communicating with somebody, you can still find ways to entertain them. We have phones now. You can play a game. You can play little
Heads
game
up.
with you
Heads
know what
up.
I'm saying?
Yeah. You can play heads up. Yeah.
But,
Right on. Awesome.
so it's little things like that. Like I said, adapt. We're in the 20th, it's 2020. Just find new ways. And if you don't know how, we're all here to help. We're all
Yeah.
trying to figure it out, So
Yeah.
those are
I
my
love
tips
it.
for right now.
Very good stripper tips.
Get ready for our rapid fire question round. It's time for 4 for 1.
What's something you really resent paying for?
Rent.
Oh, okay. Do you think, I mean, we gotta pay rent. All right.
Oh my God. Somebody else pay it for me.
Do you think aliens exist? If yes, would they kill us or love us?
Probably kill us. They tired of our asses, bitch. like, y'all gotta go. We need a new world.
What's your guilty pleasure?
Damn, girl, okay. Ooh. I was gonna say porn, and then I was gonna say porn. I love porn. I just love it. Not that's a guilty pleasure, but I really love just homemade shit. I don't know. It's just like,
oh, you like homemade porn?
Yes.
That's very specific. Usually I ask what's your favorite kind of porn to watch. That's one of
in public, in motherfucker, like doing shit
homemade
you don't need
public
to be
porn.
doing.
That's your guilty pleasure. Got it. Okay. Glad I asked that. Last one. Have you ever asked for 20% off at the grocery store during checkout?
Yes, and I call it a bad bitch discount.
I love it. I've never met anyone else that does it.
I'm like, hey, y'all got a bad bitch discount. and they'll laugh. It's really to get a laugh out of people. Like, you know how we're laughing? I love to just make sure people laugh.
Yeah.
When it's in classes. So yes, and you never know. Sometimes they might give it to you. You know what I'm saying? They're like,
I know. My favorite response is, I don't think I have a button for that. That has been my favorite response. So at least they thought about it, you know?
Right. I love it.
Oh, man.
That was a fun game.
Yeah, what a pleasure. I'm so glad we worked it out and we're able to connect. Can you please tell our audience how they can find you and follow you and learn more about what you're doing?
Yes, check me out, Young Pole Master, on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Just make sure you do not put the O in young. I'm trying to stay as hip as possible. Okay. Once I'm 35, the young might drop and I'll be the pole master. But for right now, we're Young Pole Master. Feel free to DM me. I have online classes. I'm open for conversation. If you need me, I'm here. I'm your Pisces brother from another mother. I
love it.
And then once we get back booming, you're gonna see me at the Soldiers for Pole.
100. Well, thank you so much for joining us on today's episode. And you guys know that YAS a Stripper comes out every Wednesday. So we'll definitely see you next week with our next guest. Bye. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can email us at yasastripperpodcast@gmail.com. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at yasastripperpodcast. And you can catch the show on YouTube, Spotify, SoundCloud, anywhere that you can find podcasts. We hope you tune in next week. I've been your host, A.M. Davies. See you soon.